Today was the first day of the Leaving Cert.
And the Junior
But
Cert.
more importantly, the Leaving Cert, the most important thing you'll ever do in your life.
Do you know, I know a lad that once sucked off an invigilator for a Heaney quote.
So every year paper one has a theme to overarch it, and this year's one is...
Challenges! Like trying to run a marathon while having a hernia.
Or winning a World Cup bid if you're broke.
Let's see what wonders the State Examinations Commission has brought for us today.
Just to solidify the message of how important this day is, Bono in his opening paragraph says, I never went to college. So let's just say you decided to answer question A from this section. Well, you'd have been asked if you found it inspiring and engaging, which is a wonderful thing to try and figure out based on written text. We tried to answer question B from text 1 like this.
Dear Mrs. Malone. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck. Text 2 coincidentally has the same title as Bjork's new album, Ghosts Don't Show Up on CCTV. So if you were to do question B in this text, you would have had to write an article about specific genres in writing.
And we all know now that the only way to write an article and the only way to be unemployed is to clickbait it, so the article would have had to be
15 and 15, why we love Friday Night Lights and why Eric Taylor has a sexy dad bod.
Your asshole will cave in when you read about 17 ways to twist a sci-fi novel. Third text was an extract from a book by Penelope Lively, the most ironically named person in the world.
I will give an A1 to any students that actually knows what ammonites actually are.
Ammonites and leaping fish. Do you even know what a leaping fish? It's a flying fish. I presume this is an ammonite.
Top tips from the Department of Education.
Planning on burning your books after the exams, but don't have any firelighters? Then lube up some cotton balls with petroleum jelly and away you go.
Bringing a nagging into the exam knowing you've got 37.5% in the bag. That's healthy.
So composing is 100 marks, which is 25% of the overall English exam for the Leaving Cert. The marking scheme for it is 1 page long.
Question 1. Write a short story in which the main character is transformed when faced with a daunting challenge.
The protagonist has to get out of bed at 9 to do a 2-hour, 50-minute exam based on Bono, becomes expert bullshitter.
2. Write a feature article for a magazine about the importance of romance in our lives.
The Tinder days, my drunken right swipes.
Text 3. Write a thought-provoking speech for the United Nations Youth Conference about the daunting struggles of our age.
There is no 4G coverage outside of the Pale.
Write a personal essay about how endings can be a problem.
Well, now I never actually knew how to
5. Write a descriptive article about living in Ireland in 2015.
Water charges, marriage referendum, Dennis O'Brien, the Leaving Cert. Next.
Write a short story in which a secret is gradually revealed. 7. Write a discursive essay about the digital recording of much of our lives.
Yeah, just follow my Snapchat.
So that's the end of day 1. I'm not even going to start on home ec because this is what's in my fridge.
Now, we must stress that these exams will determine the rest of your life.
We asked this employer just how important they are.
They're really important.
Right.
Now, a montage of people who dropped out of education.